We're back, BlueMountainVillage.ca and Après at Home. I'm Jeff Woods. What I love to do is talk to musicians about their craft, get them to open up and get them to play not only their original music, but some covers. This time, she's picked a couple of interesting songs from decades ago that I think you'll love. Her name is Madison Galloway, the girl that's addicted to turtlenecks. She may prove me wrong today. We'll talk about that. Let's get right into it and have her perform some songs, and then we'll chat more with her about how things have been going through COVID. It's Madison Galloway.
I should have left a long time ago. Well, I should have left a long time ago. Don't know why I sit for long. I should have left a long time ago. Well, my baby, he don't care no more. Well, my baby don't care no more. Trying to learn this is one day, my baby don't care no more. Well, my baby, he won't see me this morning. Well, my baby, he won't see me this morning. Laugh at my things, I'm away. All he sees is letters. My baby, he won't see me this morning. My heart's not at chest piece, so why don't you just let it be? You can play a rook, you can play a knight, just trying to checkmate me. say I love you over and over and over and over again. I know, but one day you're gonna find no one's gonna be there to believe you. No one's gonna believe you. It's a shame 'cause you're a really great guy other than that. So why don't you just change that one little fact? Despite what they say, love's not a game. So why don't you just quit trying to play? Quit trying to play now, no, no. Despite what they say, love's not a game. Love's not a game, no, 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 no. So why don't you just quit trying to play?
There you go with the live performance from the great Madison Galloway, 2 original songs and more original songs to come. And she's picked a couple of covers too. You've made a liar out of me, you realize? The girl who's addicted to, there's the girl with the, what is it? The dragon tattoo?
Oh,
The
yeah,
girl
okay,
with
okay.
the addiction to turtlenecks,
Turtleneck.
Madison Galloway. Not today though.
No, turtleneck free.
What's up with the turtlenecks? Tell us more.
I actually used to hate turtlenecks as a kid. I would not ever wear them. I couldn't. I felt like I was being choked. But recently, I started liking turtlenecks in the winter. That's all. I just thought it would be funny to say, really, because it seemed like I was wearing a lot of turtlenecks, like the past few weeks. So I thought it was funny.
When I go to your bio, MadisonGalloway.com, I think it's mentioned there. It's mentioned in a bunch of places. It jumps off the page at me.
Right. Okay.
As does Psychedelic Sunday, but we'll talk about that in a bit. COVID's been a strange time. You, like me, like most people watching today, Après at home, want people to be safe, want their family to be safe, want the people they work with to be safe. So we're doing all the things that we need to do to make that happen. But it's still strange, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
What's been the biggest challenge for you?
I'd say the biggest challenge has just been, like, I'm used to doing so many live shows, like, all throughout the year. Like, I was always performing. So not doing that was really weird and different at first. But I started doing a ton of live streams, and so it wasn't, like, I think the biggest challenge was, like, learning all the technology to that, because I'm not really a tech-savvy person. But I had some friends that are kind of helped me through it and was like taught me a bunch of things, like my friend Luke. Yeah, so I think that was the biggest challenge, was just trying to get all the tech stuff. But now that it's sort of sorted out and I'm doing them, like, it's so much fun. I actually love live streaming now. So.
And it's paid off. And I'll tell you one of the ways it's paid off that might be a surprise to you. I told your parents about it already. So when Blue Mountain Village called me and said, would you like to come in and talk to a couple of musicians for Après at home? I said, of course I would. And they kind of picked my brain about who. So I went to my statistics for my podcast, of which you were a guest a year ago now at the old studio. And the most downloaded podcasts include you.
Nice.
In fact, you were the most.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So congratulations.
Thank you. That's so cool.
You've developed an incredible fan base.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so grateful for all the people that I've met through all this now.
It's nice that they've come to the party, as it were, but it's a credit to you.
Thank you.
You've done the work.
Thank you.
Let's change gears before you play again.
Okay.
Things you did as a kid in the winter to have fun.
Probably like building snowmen and snow forts, or like playing soccer with little ice boulders, walking home from school with my friend. That was like, definitely we did that all the time. Go skating a lot. I always wanted to snowboard, but I haven't done it yet, but I was hoping to this year, but things are kind of, a little shut down. So hopefully soon, but.
It's something you'd like to do?
Yeah, definitely.
Get a couple of lessons, right?
Yeah.
You'll be great.
Sure. Thanks. But yeah, I think it'd be really fun. I remember watching, like, the only thing I was like that interested in with like the Olympics was like I always wanted to like watch the snowboard one. I wasn't super into like all the other sports, but I was for the Winter Olympics, I was like, that snowboarding thing, that's cool.
I mentioned you're going to do a couple of cover songs. You have a real affinity, not surprisingly, as do a lot of people watching, as do I, for the 1960s.
Oh, yes.
What is it about the song you're going to do by the Jefferson Airplane that you love so much?
I don't know. That's so hard. I love Jefferson Airplane. I think they're so good. And that song just is, it's really fun to sing and play, and it's just, I don't know, it's cool. I like it.
I agree.
It's cool and groovy.
Before that, though, you're going to do another original.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about it. Is it a new song?
It is a new song. It's a song called Tides, and I wrote it fairly recently. And it was sort of one of those songs that you just, like there's songs that you could start writing and maybe, they take a year to write and to finish, or maybe they don't ever get finished. And then there's some songs that just kind of roll out within an hour and it's done. It's like that, that's it, that's the song. It was one of those songs. It was like a 3 a.m., 30 minutes. I was just sitting and playing guitar, and then I had this whole thing, and I was like, where did that, I don't even know where that came from. And it was really cool. But yeah, so that's this song. It's called Tides.
She speaks with a silver tongue, twists and curls, crashes upon the sand and the sea. She reaches for the clouds, cannot be found, looking for somewhere to go, but there's nowhere to go. Carry on. mysteries are oddities. Finally free, now she's singing. The world keeps spinning on, moving tide, and the sun wants to rise. The ocean, one pill makes you larger and one pill makes you small. And the ones that mother gives you don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell my hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. He called Alice when she was just small. When the men on the chessboard get out, they tell you where to go, and you just had some kind
Coffee or tea?
That depends.
You sang a song called
I know
Coffee
I sang a song
Stains.
called Coffee, but I didn't name it that though.
Tell us more.
Okay, well, I was at a coffee shop when I first played it, and I didn't have a name for it, which is still not why it's called Coffee Stains. I had asked the audience that was listening, it's like, hey guys, if you think of anything while you hear this song right now that I'm about to play, if you think of anything, please let me know. Like, I had no idea what I'm gonna call this song. And so after my set, I had this guy come up to me after and he goes, I think you should call it Coffee Stains. I was like, that's really cool, man. Why? And he told me that if you spilled a lot of coffee, it would create an image, sort of like, just abstract, like an ink blot test, right? Anyone who looks at one of those is going to see a different image. And anyone who listens to an instrumental song is going to hear a different story. And I was like, wait, what? Like, that's so cool. Like, so it stuck. That's what I called it from that day on. And yeah, so I always ask everyone now too, like, if anyone thinks of anything, let me know, because I love collecting all the different stories that just one song can have. I think it's so cool.
Coffee or tea?
I generally drink tea more. But
I could have guessed that.
I love coffee though. Like,
Do you?
Yeah, I just drink it black, like, because I actually like coffee. Like, it's good.
Have you ever heard the song Black Coffee by Humble Pie?
I think I may have, but I'm not overly familiar with it.
That's your homework for next time we meet. I think you'll dig it.
Okay.
The cover of White Rabbit by The Airplanes, so cool. Thank you for doing that.
But thank you.
I know this, and everyone will know it in a few minutes if they don't already know, from your many performances around Blue Mountain Village, the Zeppelin song you're going to do.
Yes.
You're a Zeppelin fan. How old were you when you went, oh my God, Led Zeppelin's my band?
I don't know if there was really like an aha sort of moment with it, because I just sort of grew up listening to Q107. So that was really cool when like you first asked me to do the podcast. I was like, what? But yeah, so I grew up listening to that, and like my mom's favorite band is Led Zeppelin, and so I just kind of always heard like Zeppelin and other classic rock. So it's just, yeah, like I just always had it around, and then I guess like I don't know when it really was that I was like, oh, like this is my favorite band. I just sort of always listened to them, and I guess just listened to them more and more as I got older, because now I listen to them all the time.
How many Zeppelin songs do you think you've covered live in shows?
Live, not very many. Like, I've learned a whole lot, but I haven't played a whole lot of different ones. Like, I think the only ones I've actually publicly performed are Gallows Pole and Going to California. But I've learned, like Friends, that's one of my favorites to play. I'm actually gonna add that to my list of covers that people can request on my streams, because I was like, yeah, I should probably add some more Zeppelin tunes, but like Over the Hills and Far Away and Stairway to Heaven were like, some of the first like real songs that I had like started learning, and like there's Ramble On and recently Hats
Off to Roy Harper.
No, wait. Oh, what's it called? Hot Sun for Nowhere.
Hot Sun for Nowhere.
Yeah, that one. I recently started learning that one.
You go deep. This is not the pop hits of Led Zeppelin. This is like the depth.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that one's really fun to play.
Let's talk a bit. We naturally progress to Psychedelic Sunday. Tell us what it means to you and how people can hear you do it.
Totally. So they're once a month on Facebook. I do a 1-hour Facebook live stream full of groovy covers and some of my own tunes that I think are kind of groovy as well. And yeah, it's lots of fun.
Moon and Mercury. It's been out a while.
It has been. It's about a year and a half.
What's your plan for more new music?
I'm actually hoping to get into the studio soon once sort of things settle down a little bit more. And I'm hoping to have a new album out in the fall, actually. So
Fall 2021.
Fall 2021.
For those who are new to you, Moon and Mercury, the title song from the record that you're about to perform live, give us a bit of a setup for it.
Totally. So Moon and Mercury was a song that I wrote right after switching high schools in grade 10, and I hated it there. It was terrible, and I wanted to go back. So it was sort of about just that feeling of sort of feeling like you're sort of trapped somewhere, wanting to get back to a different place. And I remember writing it in the practice room of the music class at the school, and I was just so grumpy. and I love space and sort of cosmic-y things. So it was I sort of used that as the whole, I guess, theme of wanting to get back somewhere, was being out in like space almost. And yeah, so.
Perfect. It's Madison Galloway and Moon and Mercury.
I'm trapped here with no escape. Just want back and see those familiar faces. I feel so far away, like the moon and Mercury. Ooh, don't you fret and don't you frown. I'll got a plan and I'll come back down, but I still feel so far away, like the moon and Mercury. Like the moon. Won't be long now till I see your face. I think that's why I'm coming back, but it's not necessarily the case. I don't feel so far away now, like the moon and Mercury. No, 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 like the moon and Mercury. Hangman, hangman, hold a little while. Think I see my friends are coming right from many miles. Friends that get some silver, get a little gold. What did you bring me, my dear friends? You came here from the gallows pole. What did you bring me? You came here from the gallows pole. I bring a little gold? What did you bring me, my brother, to keep me from the gallows pole? Brought me back to silver, brought a little gold. Brought me everything now to keep me from the gallows pole. Yes, you got a fine sister. She won my blood from cold. Want my blood to bullet high, and to keep me from the gallows pole. Oh, brother, buy me some silver. Your sister won my soul. Now I left it, but so I just won't be the gallows pole. To be the gallows
Madison Galloway, that was wonderful. Thank you so much for performing.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
You're a rock star. How could we not have you here?
Thanks.
You're a Blue Mountain Village favorite.
Thank you.
So keep writing, because writers write.
Absolutely.
And we'll look forward, if all things go well, to fall 2021, a new album.
Right on.
We can find you where?
MadisonGalloway.com.
And you can find me at JeffWoodsRadio.com. The Records and Rockstars podcast featuring the wonderful Madison Galloway is there, along with 65 or 70 other episodes, always adding new ones. Thanks for coming to Après at Home. Be safe and be good to the people around you. Till next time.